Coach Prime time. You know, when the announcement came, and there was so much, the rollout of this was amazing, right? And then all of a sudden you see people calling him sellout. I'm like, what the hell? And then that's when I get this random thought that the people criticizing Coach Prime for taking this job, they are the real sellouts. Are you fine with Coach Prime leaving Jackson State to go to, you know, snowy Colorado?
Yes, because it's beautiful in Colorado. But I don't fault him at all. You know, I think he's worked really hard. He's done some amazing things there in the SWAC. And to quote Coach Prime, you either elevate or get terminated. You're either elevated or terminated. He's elevating his career. So I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing. And I have no issue with Deion. My issue is with the SWAC itself.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What's the problem you got with SWAC? Because who is SWAC?
Who's SWAC? Who's SWAC?
I am SWAC.
So here's my issue with the SWAC. They have money, right? And if they wanted to keep Deion, I'm sure they could have tried to figure out a way to do that. But now the pressure is on them of who are they going to get to replace Deion? You know, so that's the thing. They can go out and get a Deion type talent and pay him. But this is on the SWAC. They have to figure out how they're going to solve it because there's a lot of momentum that Deion did on his own that helped all those HBCUs. So now what's the SWAC going to do to respond? And I think for black people to say that he's a sellout, that's crazy. That's like me saying, hey, Yonni, stay at that job making $50,000 a year. Be loyal. I know they're offering you $300,000. Stay here with the brothers. Stay here with the black people for $50,000 a year. Like, that makes no sense.
You know, the crazy thing about it is, I think initially when the whole thought process of when he was going through the interview process, right? Deion was saying, like, look, me getting a Power 5 job is not going to change my lifestyle. And you understand why. This man made money. He's got money. And his lifestyle is way above what Jackson State is paying him right now anyway, right? So, but what he did say, he actually is going to change, it will change the lifestyle of the people around him.
Yeah.
And I think what we saw in some of those videos of them taking a tour of the facility is like he goes, yeah, these guys have been with me. We've been together for 20 years. So what they have seen is so different. Because they're not getting Deion money. Because, yeah, we cool and I'm going to bring you along, but I'm going to teach you how to fish. You ain't eating all my fish.
Yeah.
and you think about it. So I think Deion's salary was what? I want to say, I saw somewhere that it said he was making like $500,000 at Jackson State, right? Now, I'm not assuming that the next coach is going to get $500,000 because they're not Deion.
Right.
But if they give him $250,000 and you were making 75, even 100,000 as an assistant coach to Deion, that 250 is a big upgrade. He's enriched his life. Anybody he takes with him to Colorado, they're gonna get a pay increase too. So he's right. It's not changing his lifestyle. It may change, you know, his attire, his swag, because he's got to dress a little warmer. But other than that, he's really changing the lifestyle of those around him.
Exactly. And I think the way he's doing it, I respect the fact that he didn't give a yes or no to the media, to his team until after the game.
Right.
On Saturday. And so I respect that. And he's trying to encourage people to stay and not just jump into the transfer portal because he's leaving, even though a lot of those players did go there to be with him. Totally get that. But this is a business. This is how it goes. But did you see his first team meeting with the Colorado players?
Yo, I don't think they've been following Deion before because they all look shell shocked.
They look shook, you know.
Shit.
Yeah, they look shook because Deion was just like, "Look, I'm coming," and pretty much he said, "A lot of y'all aren't going to be here, so if you want to get in the transfer portal, go ahead and do it now. I'm bringing certain players already with me." Yeah, and he said, I like how he said, I'm bringing my own luggage, and my luggage is Louis Vuitton. And then he pretty much scolded them and said, we don't have facilities like this at Jackson State, and you guys don't appreciate it. So
he's right.
Tell him, Deion.
I don't think people forget, because you think Colorado, they haven't been significant or relevant for 20 years, right? But for those old school who remember football, Cordell Stewart. For our Real Housewives fans, Portia's first husband, Cordell Stewart, the original Slash in the NFL. I mean, he was a beast at Colorado. Was it Rashawn Salam who won the Heisman Trophy, the running back? The Colorado Buffaloes were a beast back in the day. This is a Power 5 conference. Deion is the first one to make it. So anybody calling him a sellout, I think they're the real sellouts because you're not understanding what's happening. You're looking at it as he's going to this predominantly white university and he's abandoning the HBCU. He's not going to stay there.
Right.
You do a job to elevate and go to the next one, right? Am I crazy here?
No, you're 100% right. And this is where it comes to the athletic director, Jackson State. If you have somebody that came and elevated your program and they're going to go on to something different, it's your job to figure out how do you maintain what's there. If you don't, then that's on all the leadership decisions on who the next coach is and all that stuff. That's going to be their fault. I think he's created a system there. He's created a culture that just because he left, I think the players are still going to have it because they freaking dominated 12-0.
Yeah.
And my money is going to be on them in the championship game.
Oh, yeah. No, they got to go out with a bang. And I like how he told the Colorado players, like, hey, I'm about to go back down here. We're about to win this game because I got something to finish. Then I'm coming back for y'all. Those of y'all that decide to stick around, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
If you make it out on the other side of hell, we'll see you on the field. I love his whole Tarzan. I don't want to find out come Saturdays we got Jane, when in practice we had Tarzan.
I saw that. I was just like, damn, Deion, just whatever. But I just love his attitude and the tone that he's going to bring. It's going to be interesting to watch what that Colorado team does. And it might not happen as fast in his first season, but it's Deion. I wouldn't put anything past him. I mean, the dude has the Midas touch.
Well, it's the perfect time for him to do it because with the NIL and the transfer portal the way it is, it allows for that. And he's making an opportunity for his players to earn by, I'm going to make you guys famous. Okay, because we're going to have cameras. This is the way we're doing it. He's got his son helping out with social media, everything else. I love what he's doing and taking advantage of. And I love the fact that he went here. A program that hasn't been relevant for 20 years, as opposed to going to, because people are like, well, if it was Florida State, I could understand. And that's the problem. You keep looking, you're looking from starting point to finishing point already, forgetting everything that's in between. You've got to take steps. You can't just, that's that millennial shit, see? That's that millennial shit. I've been here 2 days. Why am I not a manager already?
Well, you got people questioning his loyalty. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Those of us in the business world know you're loyal to yourself. I'm not loyal to any company. I'm loyal to Terryl first. And if the right opportunity comes along for Terryl to go leave a great opportunity at an HBCU to go take on this Power 5 school, I'm going to do it. Yeah. I can't be like, I just love this team here. I love the fans. No, the team and the fans aren't paying my bills. Even though Deion doesn't need it, it's the exposure and what he can do for other people by going to those conferences and going to that different team and be able to elevate so many of those players that are going to become there to help make them great. So totally disagree with people who have an issue with Deion.